I'm Leslie Francis. I'm here at the College of Law, and I'd like to welcome all of you to this symposium on privacy law and ethics, meet biomedical informatics. Our goals for this conference are really to do just that, to have an opportunity for specialists in ethics, specialists in privacy law, and specialists in biomedical informatics to get a chance to hear from each other, work together to solve some of the common problems in light of all the wonderful developments, both on a patient care and on a public health front, are going on with what's happening in biomedical informatics. This conference is actually in part in honor of the 60th anniversary of one of the oldest federal advisory committees, the National Committee on Vital and Health Statistics. And we're going to be hearing more about that. We're very grateful to them for co-sponsoring. I'm going to, in a second, introduce the other co-sponsors. There are a number of people here from the federal government, and I also wanted to acknowledge that Gail Horlick is here from the Centers for Disease Control, and also Jonathan Ishii is here from the Office of the National Coordinator for Health Information Technology. So thank you both for coming out for this. Now, our other co-sponsors are the College of Law here at the University of Utah, and my Associate Dean, Chris Peterson, is going to say welcome from them.
Thank you. Again, my name is Chris Peterson, and I'm the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs here at the College of Law. And as Dean Hiram Chodosh is away on university business today, it falls to me to have great pleasure and honor of welcoming you here to the College of Law. Clearly today we're gathered here to discuss two of the great issues of our time, the amalgamation of privacy, the right to be let alone, and the stunning developments, fascinating developments in biomedical sciences, whether it's faster identification of pathogens, protein-induced stem cell technology, growing and evolving DNA databases, and our ever-improving abilities to share and track patient health records. All these new technologies are occurring against the backdrop of, obviously, our national debate over healthcare reform, and even things as important or profound as national security with respect to privacy. Obviously, it's heady stuff. And I'd like to note that the University of Utah stands at, I think, a fulcrum in this national debate as a leader in biomedical sciences and also an emerging leader in information technologies here on the Silicon Slopes, we like to call it. It seems to me that we're poised well to contribute to that national debate, both in terms of technology, but also in terms of hopefully offering some wise policy guidance in those outcomes. And at the fulcrum of this fulcrum would be our own distinguished Alfred Emery Chair of Law, Professor Leslie Pickering Francis, who also holds appointments not only in the College of Law, but adjunct appointments in the Political Science Department and in the School of Medicine, and as well, obviously, the Department of Philosophy. Professor Francis is one of our brightest shining stars here at the law school, and it's a real treat for me to lend some small measure of support and appreciation to her for helping organize this excellent conference. So welcome to Salt Lake City and the University of Utah, and thank you for your attendance.
Higher up the Silicon Slopes, we have Joyce Mitchell, who is the chair of the Department of Biomedical Informatics, and she's that department is also co-sponsoring this. Joyce?
Thank you, Leslie. I never thought of this as the Silicon Slopes before. I'll have to slide down them more frequently. They do sound rather slippery. So I'm Joyce Mitchell, chair of the Department of Biomedical Informatics and also Associate Vice President of the Health Sciences Center for Information Technology. We have had a long history of biomedical informatics at the University of Utah and have a Department of Biomedical Informatics which is the oldest in the country, if not the world. We're have passed our 35th anniversary of having a department in School of Medicine and are working towards our 40th anniversary, so that's considerably longer than most other programs. Recently, there has been a snowball growing about biomedical and there's been kind of a perfect storm put together with all of the Human Genome Project going on and then all of the health IT issues, and so glad that we have somebody from the Office of the National Coordinator here. So that now biomedical informatics is listed as one of the 5 fastest growing graduate professions in the country, and there's all kinds of interest placed upon the aspect of biomedical informatics, which is the health IT, electronic medical records aspect, with, of course, the promise of an electronic medical record in every garage. And, but then the issues that are going to be discussed today become really, really relevant and hot. So I'm so happy that Leslie took the initiative to put this conference together and to involve these hot topics of informatics and ethics and law and privacy, all of which comes together. And it is National Center of Health and Vital Statistics, very important to make all of that. Those discussions have to happen and the policies have to come out. So I'm looking forward to the next couple days, and I hope you are too. Thanks.
One other co-sponsor that I want to introduce, also higher up the slopes, is Jeff Botkin. Jeff, who's the chief of the Division of Medical Ethics and Humanities here. And that division has been an enormous support to all of us who are interested in medical ethics for many, many years. We're now going to start with first Marjorie Greenberg from the National Committee on Vital and Health Statistics, and then Nicholas Terry from St. Louis University. Marjorie is, as your program indicates, Chief of the Classifications and Public Health Data Standards staff at the National Center for Health Statistics. She's also Executive Secretary to the National Committee on Vital and Health Statistics. I don't know anybody who knows more or cares more about health data and the standards for health data than Marjorie. And with that, I'm just going to turn it over to her to